Starting now. Okay. Uh, so welcome back to our great adventure, I guess. Um, so yeah. Um, our characters are now on their ship on their journey down the towards the Great Island chain. They're still a few days off from the first island. Um, but in the meantime, they'll be able to explore the ship. And while they're while great what's the name? When Viri was standing on the deck, what's that? A giant bird! It swooped down and took her away. So
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah. So uh we can go resume our journey with our other compatriots. So yeah, in the uh, down in the depths of the ship, this massive ship, um, we find our two other heroes, Baylor and Titus Florius.
Heroes in heavy quotation marks there.
Yeah, heroes in heavy quotation mark where we find Titus writing in his journal.
Murder. What
Indeed.
murder?
So what
Alas.
did he write?
I wrote quite a lot. Ahem. It has been several days since I set out to spread the word of my god Tyr. After arriving in the City of Dreams, likely named as such due to how little of it I remember, I found myself at a quaint inn and took the evening to rest. I had heard on the streets that their breakfast was to die for, and after living on travel rations for the better part of a week, I was more than in the mood for something home cooked. After a good night's sleep, I unfortunately had my morning routine interrupted by some rowdy travelers who had somehow never heard of the classic regional game Steal the Waffle. They saw fit to burst through my door, having a fist fight with the owner of the establishment. And had I had my wits about me, I may have intervened with more than just my words. Uh, because, in the same way that not knowing the law is no excuse to break it, not knowing the rules of Steal the Waffle is no excuse to not follow the rules of Steal the Waffle. So them being so mad their waffles got stolen, it's sacrilegious almost. But regardless, after clearing that up and eating my own delicious stack of waffles for breakfast, until they were of course stolen from me by the owner of the establishment, I began traveling towards the port to hop aboard a mighty ship in what would be the first true leg of my journey. I was accompanied by a rather muscular Asimur staying the night at the same inn, and though we had few words for each other, she would prove an invaluable ally in the coming minutes. Because shortly after we arrived at the queue, we discovered that someone had absconded with the tickets. After having been promised free fare on the boat if we recovered the stolen goods, uh, I, and a strange looking druid set out to recover them. Our journey took us into the city sewers in pursuit of the rapscallion. To summarize the experience, I never quite liked snakes, and I think I might hate them now. Historically, I've always preferred to take 2 baths in a day, but now I might up that to 3. To say the least, it was not fun. In the end, we did recover the tickets, though not without the third member of our group, the aforementioned druid by the name of Baylor, enacted their own justice upon the thief by killing them. This did leave me conflicted. Justice, order, lawfulness, all of these are things that I hold dear to my heart. Some may say that justice was served that day. After all, this man is no longer around to steal, he's no longer a threat. But is a roll of boat tickets worth a life? Especially the life of a man who was so obviously unwell, given that he was just a hobo living in the sewers? I can't say. I'll have to meditate on this. Luckily, the upcoming boat trip is sure to be a peaceful break from moral conundrums. The end.
Yay. Okay.
I'm
Um
kind of shook that he didn't write anything about getting the address of the shop guy to write to be a postman, like friends with the.
I consider that to be not work related, and as such, that goes in my non-work related journal.
Actually,
Okay. So yeah. Uh. Um.
P.S. I got some dude's mailing address. He seems so cool and platonically interested in me. What a good friend he'll make.
Yeah. So yeah. So Titus and Baylor have been put in the same room. It is uh not too small, but also not too big. There,
Just the way I like.
yeah. It has like a standard sized like 10 by 15 living room basically. It has three different. It has three small bunk rooms um, that are each by themselves um, off of the living room, and it has a small bathroom attached to it.
This is kind of some sick digs.
Yeah, well, you are on what is essentially a luxury cruise line.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so they're not the best, but they're also not the worst.
so basically, we got a balcony room,
Yeah, they're
and we're not an interior, but we're not at a suite.
yeah. You don't have your own kitchen or anything like that, but you do have a window you can look out of, and
Better than nothing, I guess.
you're about 4 floors down into the ship.
So yeah, so this thing is massive. My goodness.
Yeah. That's what you get for riding on the R. Was it TRS? Monstrous.
Mm.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, this is your second day on the ship. So what would you
Weird.
like to do?
Nights and rest.
Yeah, if you want to do a long rest, I'd recommend doing that.
Happily.
Okay.
Cool, long rested.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have learned my lesson. Or have I? Actually, I have not learned my lesson. Not yet. I'm not going to be wearing my heavy armor because, of course, what could possibly go wrong on a cruise ship?
Yeah.
But I will keep my warhammer on me at all times. But I'm just going to be exploring the ship, I guess.
Okay. Is there anything in particular you are looking for?
Maybe just interesting people, interesting views, perhaps the dining hall or whatever it is.
Okay.
Is it free dining?
Is it what?
Free dining?
Um, no.
I'm gonna starve to death on this boat.
Well, you have plenty of money.
Yeah, but who wants to spend money? I'm here to make money.
Okay.
Not actually, though. That's not quite in line with the values of my god.
Yeah.
Can I sift through people's trash?
If you really want to.
I'm looking for poison ingredients.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and uh why don't you either roll perception or investigation?
Um, I don't remember which one's higher, so I'm just gonna roll a d20 and then go from there.
Okay, so you got a
Mhm.
5 plus a 5 so you got a 10. Um, you find like standard trash stuff. Some fish bones on one. You look around. You find some old discarded celery that's gone moldy. Um, and you find a bunch of balled up paper.
Um, how many pounds of potion ingredients do you think I found?
Um,
Or poison ingredients specifically.
well, can you make poison out of fish bones or moldy celery?
Possibly the celery.
Okay.
Depends on the kind of mold, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Food poison.
Uh, sure, if you want to say you can give people food poisoning. So let's say you found like a pound at most.
An entire pound of moldy celery.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I feel like moldy celery is like probably the worst moldy food I can think of. Because I already hate celery.
Yeah. Okay. Matt, where do you want to go on the ship? Find interesting people.
Yeah. Let's just head to the main deck, I suppose.
Okay. You head up to the main deck. And it's a very pleasant, nice day out.
Yes, the wind is blowing very very scenically through my hair.
Yeah. Um.
I'm so happy there are no snakes here or
What kind
rust.
of hair do you have?
Uh, probably like kind of short cropped, honestly, but just long enough that the wind can catch it and make it like flip around a little.
So like
A
your actual
Bieber,
hair.
a Bieber cut.
Perhaps. Did I ever post an image of what I look like in the chat?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't know. Just let's just say me. Let's just say it looks like me.
Okay. So
Hair a little shorter. Maybe like high school ROTC me if you remember that, Montana.
not really.
Well,
You like ROTC?
hmm
Mm,
I hated it,
that
but
tracks.
it got me out of gym though, and for that I was thankful.
Yeah. Um. I don't think we were really friends at that point, all that much. Like we didn't hang
Maybe
out
not. I mean, yeah.
outside of like
I didn't
being
really
at
see you people
CJ's.
much. Yeah.
So yeah, you head up to the main deck. Um, it's a very nice, beautiful day out. The wind's blowing through your luscious locks. Um, and yeah, they have um what look like deck chairs, right? Just all laid out there for people to sunbathe on. Um, yeah. Um,
Well, that seems wonderful for me, honestly.
yeah. It's
Is
like it's like a
what?
old it's like a brand new, freshly built wooden ship that is super massive.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's huge, massive sails above you. And uh, in the deck they have uh like more towards the front they've built this new invention. They're calling it a pool.
Wow.
Yeah,
Water inside the boat and outside the boat.
yeah.
Let's go for a dip in the pool.
Okay.
Seems pretty nice. Can't be
Uh,
any worse
Roll for
than
staph
going for a
infection.
what?
Roll for staph infection.
What are the odds? What are the odds?
Extremely high.
uh So you're just chilling out in the pool, hanging
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. You know, I mean, I'll strip down to my underclothes, take the shirt off, so that my hot paladin bod can get exposed in all of its glory.
Okay. So you get in the pool and just hanging out, wading in the water. And a like not old man, but not young man, like a middle-aged man, right?
Mhm.
He's got some pepper in his beard, and he has like really like nicely swept back hair, like almost like a gelled look kind of thing.
Mhm.
He also gets into the pool. So yeah.
I mean, I'll just give him a friendly nod,
Okay.
but I'll leave him to his own devices unless he wants to talk to me.
Okay. So yeah, he's just in the pool, kind of chilling in the corner. He has like a nice fine uh golden chain on. Um, with
Oh yeah, I've definitely got my holy symbol of Tyr like around my
yeah.
neck.
And yeah, so on his chain has a little pendant on it of a mushroom.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So he's just hanging in there, uh, uh, just waiting around in the water, hanging out.
All right, well,
Um,
I will bite the line, I suppose. Oh, or bite the hook rather, and I'm gonna say it's an interesting necklace you have there, sir.
uh, well, thank you. Uh, it's the mushroom god Valori symbol.
You know, if I had a copper piece for every person who believes in this mushroom god, I'd have 2 copper pieces, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it's happened twice in the past day.
Well, there are two mushroom gods, you know.
2 mushroom gods.
Yeah, there's Valori and there's Sufni.
Can I make a religion check? Have I ever heard of these mushroom gods before?
You can roll religion if you want to. You,
What the heck? My religion's -1 because I'm so stupid.
are you
Wait a
sure?
minute, is it
It
-1? Why
it's
is it
plus
-1?
one.
Why?
It's plus one.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I just put the wrong sign there. Oopsie. Okay. 7,
Uh,
8, 8.
um, you're not entirely. You don't think you've ever heard of them.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll bring that up. I'll say, you know, I've spent much of my life at a temple devoted to Tyr, and as part of our education, we did learn a fair bit about the other religions, you know, prominent in the area. But I can't say that I've ever heard those names.
Uh,
Where do you
well,
hail from, stranger?
I hail from Mushroom Island, home of the mushroom gods.
And have I ever heard of Mushroom Island?
Um,
History check, maybe.
yeah, sure.
Okay, now that one's a -1. 10. And I repeat, 10.
Sorry, I had to walk away real quick.
You're fine.
Um, so you got 10.
Yes.
Um, yeah, you like remembering back, you've heard of Mushroom Island, but you don't know anything about it.
Interesting. Uh, and is that where he's headed on this fine ship?
Uh, yeah, I'm heading home to Mushroom Island. It's a couple islands down the way.
Well, very interesting. Perhaps I'll make that a stop on my journey as well.
Oh, But it's a nice place if you stop there. At least in my opinion. Um, but I don't know if any non-locals will really care for it.
Well, I've been meaning to see as much of this world as I can while I'm on my holy mission from Tyr.
Yeah,
So I suppose I'll just have to hope I like it,
yeah.
and if not, there'll be other places.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get out now. Maybe I'll see you in the tavern.
Well, I'm sure you will.
I'll buy you a beer.
Oh, how kind of you. Well then, round two's on me.
Okay. Well, I'll see you later.
Yep, I'll wave him a goodbye and just get back to soaking in the pool.
Okay. So he walks off and walks down to the tavern that's on one of the lower decks.
Okay.
Um, Allie, you've been rummaging through the garbage. When one of the ship's crew members spots you,
Um,
he looks at
I
you
still
and,
rummage.
I'm sorry?
I still rummage.
Okay. He's like, excuse me. Um, I'm gonna need you to not go digging through other people's garbage. Uh,
Is this like a communal garbage can?
uh, Not exactly. They're like individual ones that are like set outside the room.
Oh, that's a lot of trash cans, man. Um,
I
I'm just no, I'm literally just um
I'm gonna have to
uh
you to ask you to move along. Maybe go visit the tavern.
I huff and I take my moldy celery back to my room. And then I guess I'll go to the tavern.
Okay. So you take your moldy celery back to your room and put it away.
Yeah.
Before heading off to the tavern, and you push open the doors into the tavern. It's a very lively place. Uh, it has a nice bar set up. It's got all the alcohols you could ever want. It's got beer. It's got wine. It has whiskey. It has uh,
That has Four Loco?
yeah. It's
Whoa.
got Four Loco. It's got vodka. Everything you could want. And I'm gonna need you to roll perception.
My God.
Okay. You got
That's over 20, so
okay, so you got 23. That's pretty good. Um Sitting over uh at the bar, you see a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous wood elf woman. She's got on
I sorry, go ahead.
she's got on the finest dress you've ever seen.
Mm,
Um so yeah.
so yeah, I guess I'm gonna walk over to the bar.
Okay.
And do I notice anything about her besides that she's wearing a nice dress?
As you uh approach the bar towards this elven woman, you start to notice that her face is familiar, and it's just yeah, you have a feeling that you hate this woman with every fiber of your being. But, however, unfortunately, you can't kill her.
Um,
She's on the family list of do not kill this person. So Coral, why don't you go ahead and tell us about your character?
Um, I am a wood elf. I am, let's see, 5'5", um, 145 years old. Uh, I weigh 115. Um, my hair is brown. It's kind of wavy. Uh, I have bright green eyes. My skin is lightly tanned, and I have a tattoo sleeve and freckles on my face.
Yeah. So, Allie, you remember this beautiful elf woman with the tattoos and the curly brown hair? It's like, that's Aspen. Uh, I do not like Aspen. So, are you all? Um.
I'm gonna walk up to Aspen, and my knowledge of Aspen is that I also know that she speaks Druidic,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna talk to her in Druidic, but say her name. Just be like, Aspen, how's it going?
Uh, can I help you? Or what are you doing here?
Time out. Does Aspen know me?
Um. Aspen, do you know
Yeah,
her?
wait, do we know each other?
Allie know
Hold
or
up.
Baylor knows you, but does Aspen know Baylor?
I have no idea.
Uh,
I didn't even know that I knew her.
yeah, do we know each other, or
I
Uh,
don't
is
know.
it just
That's a
one
good
sided?
question. What do you think?
Oh, I thought Montana decides that. I guess we can know each other, but we have um, like not a good
Mutual disdain.
past, I guess.
Mutual disdain. We just don't like each other for no random reason.
Yeah, from like some sort of past thing.
sure.
First
What?
instinct, walk up and strike up a friendly dialogue.
Okay. So, so is
That's
Titus
what I
there
thought
in
was
the bar
happening.
too?
I did not hear a word out of either of your mouths.
Is Titus in the bar?
Nah, I'm in the pool, dude.
Okay.
Okay.
Soaking
So
up some
then,
rays.
so then, now that we've established that Aspen does know Baylor, Aspen, how are you?
I'm doing okay. What brings you here?
You know, this, that, my usual business. How about yourself?
Just here for a drink.
Hmm.
Um, what are you drinking, what are you drinking, Aspen? What's Aspen drinking?
Uh, just some rum.
Some what?
Rum?
Rum.
Okay. So Aspen's drinking a nice bottle of rum. And
Wait, is this
Hmm?
is this tavern on? Is this tavern on the ship or is
yes,
Yes,
where's
it's
this
on the
tavern?
ship.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah. Um, so y'all are having this kind of uncomfortable conversation. And the
Oh.
dwarvish barkeeper walks up to you and is like, "Excuse me, what do you want to drink?"
I'll take a sex on the beach.
Okay. Um, he's like,
Interesting choice.
yeah. Uh,
For me and my cute adorable self ordering a sex on the beach, not random.
he's like, stroking his nice luxurious beard. I'll see what I can do. Um,
Hey, what do you mean? I'll see what I can do. It's sex on the beach, if I'm not mistaken, is like some mixers with some vodka.
okay. Just give me a second.
Very modern.
Peach
So,
schnapps, vodka, orange juice, cranberry juice. Just some juice and stuff. I decided to go funky. Okay? A cocktail of some kind. We'll call it sex on the beach. Doesn't matter.
okay, so, um,
Something
he
fruity.
he comes back with your sex on the beach, and uh, it's all right. It's pretty mid.
I like it fruity.
Yeah. Um, and so like you're enjoying your drink, sitting next to this wood elf you know from a while ago that you haven't talked to in quite a while. When suddenly, uh, into the bar or into the tavern, the doors swing open, and it's the gentleman that Titus was speaking with earlier. He kicks open the door, still in his undercloth, and is like, "Ah, this is where the booze are at. All right." Um, and he's walking in. He has his gold chain with the emblem on it, and he walks up to the barkeeper right between the two of you. And he was like, "Give me a beer, and get these two whatever they want."
Do I recognize him?
You do not.
Do
Uh,
I recognize his necklace?
um, roll a for religion. uh, yeah, you got a 16, so yeah, you recognize it. It's the symbol of one of the mushroom gods. It's the psychedelic one. She's gone. She's back.
Such a shocking revelation that it disconnected her. My God.
Allie.
Are you alive?
Suddenly, Baylor disappears into thin air. No, no, no. I got a better one. Suddenly, a bird walks into the bar and spots Baylor, and it grabs them, and it drags them out of the bar, and they fly away.
Okay, so I missed all of that
Oh,
because the sound completely cut out.
okay. Well, you've been taken away by a bird, and then the bird flies back into the tavern and drops you back off at the bar. And the bird turns suddenly to another patron, and it grabs them instead, and it flies away.
Okay, great. So what did I actually miss?
Um,
I'm gonna need more alcohol for this.
Guy from the pool came in. He has his necklace on. He walks up to the bar. You know, it was like, "Give me a beer and whatever these two want." And he puts his arm around you two.
And I was rolling a religion check to see if I was of the same,
If
to
you
see if I recognized it, and
recognize
that
it,
is
and that was a 16
+3.
plus 3. Okay, so you definitely recognize it. That it is, the mushroom god whose name I've already forgotten.
Veery?
Veer.
Veery something like that?
Yeah, no, it wasn't Veery. It was Veery's,
Very
Valori.
great.
It's Valori.
Valori.
Yeah, it was Valori, the mushroom god of hallucinations.
Spell it.
I'm sorry.
And
Spell the name.
Uh, Valore.
and what was the other one's name?
Um, something weird. It doesn't matter.
Tal Torius, whatever. Hey, did you get my text message?
Yeah, I got your text message.
Okay, so we're going with that?
Yeah.
Okay, dope. Okay, cool.
So
I
yeah.
go, brethren!
Yeah. It's like,
A dedicated follower of Valori.
It's like, you know Valori.
Yeah, why, yes, of course. And then I open my, like, robes. And I just have, like, a random amount of mushrooms in the robes.
Yeah. So these are and he looks left and right, magic mushrooms, I presume.
Are they the magic mushrooms? I don't think we talked about them being magic mushrooms.
They're not.
Okay.
They're poisonous mushrooms.
Unfortunately, no. I am not allowed to carry those kind of mushrooms. In this manner, as to not disrespect the great Valori.
Well,
that does not mean I am not quite dedicated to her, and therefore I carry many mushrooms to sacrifice to the beloved goddess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, okay. Well, let me buy you and your friend a drink then.
Why, thank you, sir.
No thanks. I'm good.
No? Okay.
No thanks.
Well, maybe I can give you something instead.
So Coral deftly avoided being roofied by this guy. Now he's just straight up offering her the rupees anyway.
Yeah, this whole dude barging in here. No thanks. I want. Well, I'm there, but he's obviously up to something. So
Okay, at this point, I will walk into the tavern, dripping wet mostly, but drying myself off with a nice white towel thrown around my shoulders.
Okay.
I asked for his name because I don't know his name.
My name is Jimothy. I'm the headmaster of the Wizarding College on Mushroom
Oh no,
Island.
he's hot.
I'm the headmaster
Do
of the
I
Wizarding College.
do I detect lies?
Um,
Can I roll for
Uh,
insight? Or whatever the
yeah,
fuck it
roll
is?
for it. Roll for insight.
Um,
Okay.
that does not bode well for me.
Um, yeah. So you can't. You don't think he's lying, but you know you could always be wrong.
Cool. Um,
So yeah, he's the headmaster of the Wizards College on Mushroom Island. Uh,
wait, what's his name again? I gotta write this down.
Jimothy.
Jimothy.
Yeah. He's like, if you must know, it's James, Jimothy, Jim, Jimmy, Jim, Jim.
His mother must have ran out of ideas for names.
I am one of 15 children.
That makes sense.
So what wizarding college are you part of?
Do you mean what kind of magic do I do, or do you mean, um, what is the name of the college? Because it is just Mushroom Island Wizarding College.
Um, the type of magic.
Um, I'll have to look up the types of magic.
Just be like the fun kind, and let me understand that it's necromancer.
Oh god.
Um, illusion.
Cool. Cool. Well, Jimothy, would you happen to have any of the magic? The magic. What did we call it? What'd you
The,
call it, Montana?
the magic mushrooms.
Okay, it is just magic mushrooms. Would you happen to have any magic mushrooms on you?
Uh, well, he's like, well, I am in my underclothes right now, so not at the moment, but you know, I've got them in my room. I could go get them for you.
Well, I would love some magic mushrooms. I have not partaken in magic mushrooms in probably a fortnight.
Okay. Well, I can go get them for you after I finish my beer.
Sounds great. May we partake in the journey of the magic in the journey uh given upon us from Valori together.
Certainly. Um, so he drinks his beer and he walks out of the tavern, and he comes back. Uh, Now he's fully dressed in um uh his wizarding attire, a nice suit and tie.
Cool.
So yeah, and then he uh gets back up to the bar and pulls out of his pocket a little satchel of um dried mushrooms. And he hands
Cool.
them to you.
Ah, thank you, good sir. Let me buy you another drink.
Thank you.
I get him another drink.
Okay. So yeah. He drinks his starts sipping on his drink, and he turns to Aspen, and he's like, "So what do you do?"
Uh, I live in the woods and I talk to animals.
Ah, some of my best friends live in the woods and talk to animals. There's this one guy. He lives in a drain pipe in a house made out of shit. I'm sure you don't know him, but he lives in a house made of shit in the city of dreams. Have you ever been there?
I have not, but I've heard of it.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna very shakily take a sip of the alcohol I am sure I have been given.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, he's drinking his drink, just chatting you two up. Um, and he's like, "Well," and he slaps the uh bar, and he's like, "Well, I suppose it's time to go to bed." Um, and he hands the bartender the money he owes, and starts heading out. Uh,
I'd like. Oh, never mind.
you can go ahead.
I was gonna say I want to turn to Baylor and ask, did you really just take shrooms from a man wearing very little clothes?
He is of the same. How do I want to say this? He is one of my brethren in Valori. I have no problems taking shrooms from him, especially if they are those shrooms of the great goddess Valori.
I wouldn't trust it, but okay. Just because he had no pants on.
I think you're just too quick to judge people.
I'm cautious. I'm
I
giving you a
as
warning.
as she says this to me, I just go ahead and start taking shrooms.
Okay, how many do you take?
I start light with one.
Okay.
I, who missed the first half of this dialogue, will say, "Oh, he handed out some snacks."
Oh yes, would you like to partake?
Well,
They
yeah, I know.
are of my god.
I am a bit peckish. I haven't really eaten much today.
Okay.
So, would you rather have uh edible mushrooms or edible mushrooms?
Titus
I
Foyarnis
wouldn't
does
trust
not
it.
catch the subtle implication, and he's just hungry, so he's like, yes.
So I give
I'm just
Titus.
over here shaking my head.
I give Titus one. I give him a. You know what? I give him a quarter of one mushroom because I assume he's a lightweight, and I also give him a couple mushrooms from my coat,
Okay.
All right,
like the inside of my
I'm
coat.
not picky, so I'll just eat all of them.
Now, Titus, please be aware that you should relax as much as possible after eating those mushrooms.
Okay.
Oh well, I mean, I feel pretty relaxed as it is.
Okay, cool. Just stay with me. I feel as though it is best that we experience these mushrooms together.
Okay.
Well, yeah, they were delicious, except that small one tasted kind of like how I imagine a cow patty tastes like. Not my favorite personally.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna need Titus and Baylor to make a Constitution check, or I guess
Okay.
saving throw.
Yeah.
And here's where one of the new rules comes in. Um, you're gonna make it with um emphasis, I guess you would call it.
Emphasis.
Yeah. So um,
Proficiency times 2?
no. So or all right, let me finish explaining this and then we'll figure it out. So if you're rolling with emphasis, it's like rolling with advantage, where you roll 2 die,
Mhm.
right? Where in rolling with advantage, you roll 2 die and take the highest one. With rolling with emphasis, you roll 2 die and you take the one that's farthest away from 10.
Interesting.
great.
Interesting. Well, that would be a 12 for me.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Wait, hang on. I get plus. This is saving throw, you said?
Yeah, sure.
I get +2 for both of those, so 19.
Okay.
Did you roll 2?
Yeah.
I
She
did
rolled
one
her first
before.
one, and then I rolled my 2.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Yell to avoid having a terrible trip where the entire boat starts melting and the bugs crawl out of your skin.
How many shrooms do I have left?
You have about 5 1/4 magic mushrooms and however many regular mushrooms you have left.
Those are just naturally on my body, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right. Well, while this is kicking in, I am going to turn towards Coral's character Aspen, who I don't know the name of, but I'm gonna like look between Baylor and this unknown elf and say, so who's your friend here?
I'm gonna sigh
Or-
heavily, and then I'm gonna say Aspen.
A pleasure to meet you.
So, to Titus, Aspen appears to be a glowing, beautiful, radiant light.
Yes, that does sound very elvish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this before? Wait, did the shrooms already kick in?
Yeah, they're starting to kick in.
Yeah, these are magic mushrooms.
Yeah.
Now I think about it, Coral and I need to come up with some backstory to this story now.
Yeah. I was hoping you would at some point, but you didn't, so one's being made up for you.
Well, I was under the impression we wouldn't know each other, and that we just kind of hated each other for lucrative reasons.
I
And
mean,
then,
I thought we had some sort of past that made us enemies.
yeah, that's what I was thinking too, because you can't just hate each other for no real reason, really.
Yeah.
I think we could. I hate plenty of people for no reason.
Yeah. So yeah, y'all are just in the tavern, hanging out, getting to know each other. Um, you know. So yeah. What do y'all do now?
Well, I will introduce myself as Titus Florianus, devotee of the god Tyr, and ask what brings her
So
aboard the ship.
okay.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just here to go on some adventures.
Yeah, do we have reasons to be on this ship? I don't think we ever came
Yeah,
up with
I'm
one.
not sure.
Well, I
I'm not sure
have
what's
my
going
reason.
here.
Yeah. Titus has a reason.
We can do this little in character, and it's no problem if you don't have a reason. You know, like you can just be going on vacation or whatever, or adventuring for the heck of it. But for me, I have been given a holy mission by the Paladin's Order to spread the word of Tyr far and wide. And given my history with ships, I thought it would be the intelligent choice to sail through the Great Island chain and spread the word of my lord.
Ooh, I like where you're going with this. Since we're going with One Piece vibes, I'm on a great quest for the one shroom.
The one shroom.
Yes, the one shroom.
You don't know the
It
one
is-
shroom?
Yeah.
Well,
Seriously, it's a one shroom.
do I know the one shroom? Is that a religion or a
Ah,
history check?
hold on a second. My headphones came unplugged. Boop, 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 boop. I still can't hear you. Blah, 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 blah. Don't
Hello?
talk.
None of us said anything.
Okay.
Okay, so would knowing what the one shroom is be history or religion or like nature or
It
something?
would be me fucking with you. I'll explain what the one shroom is since you want to know.
Oh, sure.
Candidly, the one shroom is the greatest shroom that the great goddess Valori has ever given humanoid creatures. It was originally found eons ago and has been forever since lost. And upon reading the great texts of Valori, I have reason to believe that it's somewhere in this chain of islands.
That's a very noble goal. I must say I'm surprised.
Well, the great goddess grants the most ultimate abilities to the holder of the one shroom. So
Okay.
it's kind of noble, kind of not noble.
So your
I mean,
goal.
I would say that devoting yourself to recovering a holy artifact of your god is perhaps the most wonderful mission one could embark on.
I'll go with that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, why if Tyr came down and told me to go, I don't know, find some ancient relic warhammer or something, I'd be all up over that.
Hmm.
But for now, you know, it's just the simple task of spreading his word and
see.
his justice.
I see.
And anyway, back to you though, Aspen. So you said adventure. Any particular reason you're seeking that at this point in your life?
I'm just seeking adventure because I've lived in the woods my whole life and
Ah,
surrounded by squirrels. So now I want to see what more is out there.
A good
also
goal.
a very
No,
beautiful goal, I would say. As a small town boy myself, you know, the call of the wider world has always sung in my heart. I wish you all the best.
thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yes, you as well.
Okay, so does everybody just head back to their rooms?
Oh well, I mean, I'm fine to keep drinking and making small talk. But
Okay.
if we need to time skip until the next thing happens, that's also totally
Fine.
fine.
I don't have anything really planned. Is the thing. So
Fair enough. Fair enough.
it's just you hanging out on the boats until y'all reach
Yeah,
your
we are
destination.
gonna be role playing for the cumulative time of 4 real life days until we're actually off the boat.
Mm.
Any bitches at the bar?
Um.
And by bitches, I mean both genders.
Sure.
Taylor is not exclusive.
Okay.
Wait, time out. Hold up. I gotta think about this. How high is Titus at this point?
Let me see.
Good question.
Yeah.
I could make another roll if you'd like. Certainly, I'm not totally immune to the effects given my earlier
Yeah.
roll.
Like, is he handling his weight?
I
If it
think.
rolls low, you're handling his weight. If it rolls high, then you're not handling it.
I
No,
think.
Is
I
we'll
it,
think.
is
swap
it not
that.
the opposite, or
I think he's
Yeah, we'll
about.
swap that.
I think he's about 6 feet tall.
yes, I am just over 5'11" and eternally sad that I'm not 6 feet.
Yeah.
A very defining character trait of Titus Folianus.
And he's holding his own.
You know, the colors are popping. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, well, I rolled less than a 10, so yeah, are there bitches?
Are you rolling
I
for
keep saying that like I'm actually like I'm like that, but
are
Bailey's
you
not really like that.
are you rolling for perception or anything?
Well, more like attractive people around the bar to go hook up with. As Baylor, who is high as fuck at this point.
Yeah, you see an attractive young man sitting in the one of the booths. He,
Um,
he's got jet black hair and a scar down his right eye.
cool. Can I roll for persuasion to flirt with him?
Sure, go ahead.
Because I don't want to actually role play this out.
You got
That's a 13. No, wait.
should
With
be
plus 5.
15.
Plus 5. So
15.
16. Yeah, we'll go with that.
You sure? I thought you had a +4.
Yeah, it's a plus 4. I don't have it written down. I was trying to do math.
Okay, because then it'd be 15.
Yes. Okay, 15.
So what do you say to him?
I don't know. Flirt.
You flirt with him. You just walk up and say flirt, and he's like, "Okay."
No, I like flirt with him. I don't know what I'm gonna say to him.
Well, that it changes like how it goes, but whatever. So
Okay, well then I'm like, hey, how's it going? Do you mind if I sit with you? And like flirty vibes.
so he looks at you. He looks you dead in the eyes and says, "Begone, thought!
Damn.
Tyr is the only woman I need, or man, or in between
man.
person."
Male presenting god at the very least.
All right, damn. Fine, be like that. Titus, this guy over here is your man.
A follower of Tyr, I see. I'll stumble my way over there. Maybe not stumbling, but I'll with a pep in my step go over there. Just a bit too fast to be casual.
Okay. So yeah, you stumble on over and you see this man with the jet black hair, the scar of his eye. And he says, "Brother."
Brother.
Uh,
And you know we can just nerd out for a bit. The other two can do some role play if they would like to.
okay.
Um,
Well, this man is also a paladin of Tyr, one of your higher ranking officers.
Oh goodness! I didn't even recognize you, brother. What are you doing aboard this ship?
Well, you see, we've been I've been selected to hunt down a dangerous individual.
A dangerous individual, you say?
Yes.
Not aboard this ship, I hope.
Oh no, he's not. He's not aboard this ship, or they, or her. We don't have a good description. A very dangerous individual pirate that's been sailing the seas for 1,000 years.
Oh,
Damn, you had me in the
my
first
tear.
half. You had me in the first half. I thought he was talking about me.
No.
Sorry, you're good. Continue. Pirate, 1,000 years.
Yeah, it's a pirate that's been on the seas for thousands of years. Some say they're just a legend. But I've been assigned to find them and bring them to justice.
Well, I wish you the best of luck on that, brother. I suppose if I can be of any help, then please let me know. Although you certainly outskill me in martial prowess.
He says, "True, true, but you are a dear friend in Tyr." So yeah, you're just hanging around. He's like sitting, and then suddenly, out of the port side window, you hear a crack of lightning.
Ooh.
I need everybody to roll for perception.
Is this regular perception or passive perception?
Regular perception.
Okay.
Okay, so Allie got 19.
Perception +2. So 13 for me.
Coral, to
You
roll the
I'm
dice.
working on it.
Do you from my previous instructions? Are you making it all right?
I forget how to do it.
I can roll.
/ No, let her do it so that way she
Yeah.
knows how to do it for the next time. / R.
If
D20 plus
6.
whatever.
It's
whatever
6.
your. Okay, +6. Bro, you're rubbing the mic hardcore. Coral.
that didn't work.
Okay, do that again, but you have to
a
put a
space
space
after R.
between. You have to put a space between R and D.
Sorry.
You're good. I didn't say the space.
You should have like the word command come up.
Yeah.
Okay. So
What you?
so all three of you see off in the distance a vast pirate ship.
Cool.
Sailing the seas, tattered flags or tattered sails, and a single individual on the ship. An undead figure. Cackling in the wind.
Man, can we hear his cackling from however many miles away he is?
Yeah.
Hey, we got pirates. I call out into the bar.
You call out into the bar. We've got pirates, while you're looking out the window, his spectral eyes fix on you. Yeah.
And then I bashfully, because there's a lot of eyes on me and it makes me nervous. I take two of my mushrooms and start like just bagging them together, just like looking down, just kind of falling into myself. Just be like, yeah, pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I want to turn to my brother in arms and say, would that happen to be the guy?
He's like, he looks at it out the window. He's like, I think that might be them. We're gonna need a
Wow,
bigger.
what a shocking coincidence that he would appear right as we spoke of him for the
Yeah.
first time.
He says, I don't think we've got enough men for this. We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Uh, is there a bigger boat in the entire world?
There's not. So yeah,
Well,
as you turn around back into the bar, you see a figure standing there in their tattered clothing. This zombie of the sea. Their long, scraggly beard, full of blood and seaweed and all kinds of grime. With their tri-corner hat that's barely holding on, and their bright orange eyes looking at you 10 feet away.
What?
I'm
Did they
sorry.
just like pull up
Did,
next
did,
to us?
did he just instant transmission onto the boat?
Yeah,
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, how'd they get here?
He's on the boat.
Well, shit. Are we still high?
Um,
Oh god, I forgot about that.
well, the only, well, uh, Aspen can see them, and Aspen didn't do mushrooms, so.
No, I meant for are we gonna be hindered because we're high when
No.
we get into this fight?
No.
And that is the power of the magic mushrooms.
Mm-hmm. So he's not paying any attention to you.
Dope.
He's looking at Titus's friend. He walks up right to him, and he says, "I hear you've been looking for me."
How dead is this guy?
He's been on the ocean sailing for 1,000 years.
So if I were to like send over a beer, would he drink it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna send him a nice whiskey.
So you slide the whiskey down the bar, and he grabs it with one hand, knocks it back, throws the glass against the wall, and it shatters.
Dope. I'm just gonna keep watching.
Yeah. So he takes his drink and is like, and it shatters against the wall, and he's like, "So, you've been looking for me, and I don't much appreciate it. These are my seas. Your boat, now my boat." And he grabs the man by his throat. This paladin of the same order as Titus, many levels higher than you, much stronger than you. He grabs him by the throat and lifts him up off the ground, and he throws him through the hull of the ship.
Oh my god, I know that it is a horrible idea to do this, but I cannot just stand by while my brother in arms is thrown like this.
How long does it take to put on armor?
Like
10 minutes, but
10.
I don't have time.
Jesus.
We're going in round 2, baby. I would like to roll
I'm
for
gonna
initiative,
go.
Montana.
You want? Okay,
I'm gonna rush over there and help him.
you're gonna help Matt or the pirate?
Matt, because I can't
Okay.
watch this.
Okay.
Oh, hold up. So Coral has 0 weapons and her shield is not activated. So you're gonna have to tell her. You're gonna have to tell her.
I thought I had.
We didn't write it down. We didn't write it down because it wasn't.
Don't worry.
actually
Don't worry. Don't worry about that.
Equipped. Okay,
You
cool.
told me I had weapons.
You do have weapons. You just don't have any of the stuff written down for when you want to roll for your weapons.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Well, yeah, we can figure it out if it even
Okay.
matters.
So all of you, go ahead and roll for initiative.
She also doesn't have initiative written down because I forgot how we did it.
It's just her dexterity modifier.
So
I wish I would
0.
have known this because
She has 0.
All right, that's a
I wish I
17.
would have known this because I wouldn't have just walked into combat then.
It's okay. It's just a straight D20. It's not a big deal. It actually puts you in the back half of getting attacked, so like you can like watch first before anybody does anything. If we're doing combat.
Okay.
I got a 5.
Okay, I'm just waiting on Coral.
I thought you said it was 0, so.
No,
No,
you
no,
roll
no.
you roll a d20.
Plus
Just
0.
roll a straight D20. Don't add plus anything to it. Sorry, that's what I meant when I said that. Her dexterity modifier is a 0.
Yeah.
You like jazz? Woo! Did y'all by chance have y'all gotten sucked into the Monopoly Go pyramid scheme yet?
What the fuck is Monopoly Go?
It's like an app that you play Monopoly on, and you're just kind of playing by yourself, but you go steal money from people's places and then you go bother them. There's no space before the R. But very
I
close.
messed it up. I know.
A nat 1. Coral goes
Okay.
last.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
So okay, well that's gonna be it for today. Next time
Fun.
you're gonna start off with a fight.
Combat? Dope.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, go team.
Okay.
Well, decent session.
Yes.
Let me.
Next time, if we can start at the specified time, hopefully we'll have a little longer. But that's just how it goes, though.
Yeah. Also, yeah. That's my bad. I kind of made
No,
it.
no, no. I mean,
I
it's no problem.
disappeared for like 4 hours.